Hey guys, it's Tirza from T&J. Welcome back to our channel. Today I'm going to be doing a fall-inspired makeup look. It's pretty simple. It's lots of nudes and neutral colors. First, we're going to start with our primer before our foundation. I use the Maybelline New York Master Prime by Face Studio. It's a primer and base. It is the Blur and Redness Control in 300, and it's in a black and green bottle, as you can see. And it's really smooth and silky. Actually, I'm almost out. But you just squeeze a little bit on the tip of your finger and put it all over and rub it in. Next, we're going to do our concealer, and I use the Maybelline New York Cover Stick, which is just, I wish you could see that, and it's just like kind of like lipstick, and you put it on any spots you might have. Under the eyes in a triangular motion. Kind of works also as a highlight because this is slightly lighter than my foundation and my skin tone, obviously. And then I'm going to use this brush. I think I ordered these on, I got them for Christmas actually, but my mom ordered them on Amazon, and they are Emax design. They just look like this, and they're like brownish black with a white tip, and they work really well, and they tend to hold up pretty well because I've had these for almost a year now, and they're still like new. But you do need to clean your brushes. I used to never clean my brushes, but it is a must, especially if you do makeup on a regular basis. I'm going to blend this in, and by that I mean dab like this with your brush all over. You can also kind of rub, but mostly, you can kind of brush it lightly, but mostly okay. So I'm going to do this and I'll be right back. That is all well blended and smoothed around, and you kind of start looking like a decent human being, or at least I do. That was a joke, y'all. Chill. We're going to go in with our foundation. Also, if you see me looking at my lap now, this little one has joined us. Anyway, foundation. I use, this is also Maybelline New York. I promise this is not a sponsor for Maybelline. I have lots of other things that I'll be using. However, I am cheap, don't have a lot of money, and Maybelline's pretty good for the price. So, the new Dream Velvet Soft Matte Hydrating Foundation in my color 5, and it's Warm Porcelain. Okay, so this is similar to the primer. You're going to put some on your finger in all the normal places you would put it for coverage. Beepy, chill out. I'll pet you in a second. So you're just going to blend this in after you get a even amount on your face. And I'm going to use my smaller, fluffier brush, same thing, and blend this out, and I will be back again. So after this is once again well blended, under the eyes, the nose, everywhere, you have a bit of a blank slate to do with what you will. So next we're going to go in with our eyelid primer. kind of my favorite one. It is Hard Candy, and it's just an eyeshadow primer, and it's the Eyes the Limit. It looks like this. And it is, I believe, the 12-hour or 24-hour one. I'm not sure which one, but it holds up really well for an all day. So you're just going to do basically the same thing once again and put just the tiniest bit on your finger, like literally the tiniest bit, and put it all over the eyelid. Don't worry if you get it on your face too, because it is, okay, if you hear that noise, there's a box right here and my cat is climbing into it. Don't be frightened. Fifi, come here. He's a big spoiled mama's boy. Sorry for the intermissions. Okay, next we are going to go in with our eyeshadow. Here comes the fun stuff. And we are using today probably the best thing I've ever invested in, and it is my Naked palette by Urban Decay, and it is the third one in their collection, Naked 3. Everything about Urban Decay is just beautiful. That's all I can say. Here's the palette, which you can clearly see the colors that I've used the most, which we'll all be using today. And first we're just going to go in with like a base coat, like I like to call it. And we're going to go in with the fourth one from the lightest color right here. I wouldn't tell you what the name of it was, but I've rubbed it off. And this color, you're going to kind of mix these together and put them all over your eyelid. Just don't go all the way up to your eyebrow. So you're just going to put some of this one, some of this one, and mix it around a little. They're similar in color, one's just shimmery and one's not. And you're just going to put this all over your eyelid. Oh my word, cat. He's so jealous right now. Look at him. Look at him. He's like, just love me. I do, buddy. Okay. Once you get that, we're going to go ahead and do the other eye. Once you get both eyes done with that color, and then it should start to look something like this. And next you're going to go in with basically the next color in the palette, which is this one. The next one down. And it's just a slightly darker color. It's kind of purplish, but also neutral and very sparkly. And you can put this just in the corner at first. So, like this. And go ahead and do the other side too. Then you're going to bring it up into the crease and over. Then I'm going to go ahead and finish the other eye. Next, I'm going to go in with, basically you're going to skip this gold. We were here. You're going to skip this gold color and go to this one. But you can also see there's a good bit of a dent in, but not as much as these down here. And you're going to do basically the same thing just in the corner, and then work it around into the crease after you get most of it in the corner. Okay, so I'm going to do that on both eyes, and then I'll show you the next color we're going to use. Basically what we're doing is going from lightest to darkest so that you have a good it kind of blends and flows well into the colors instead of just being white on black. So at this point it's kind of messy looking, it's kind of all over the place, but it's still really pretty colors, and we're not finished yet, so don't worry, I promise. We're gonna fix all this. So next we're gonna go with our next darkest color. This is also our last color we're gonna be putting on in this same way. And so we were using this one, and it's the next one. So see how this one's not shimmery and this one is? That's basically the only difference, except this one is a tiniest bit darker. So we're working our way towards the end. But this is the last dark color we're gonna use, darker color. So you're just gonna use, literally, like, just dab your brush in once to start with, because you want to start light and then get darker. You never want to start too dark, because then sometimes you'll have to wipe it off and start all over again. So just in the corner. This one you want to be a lot more careful about putting just in the corner when you start, because you want most of it off your brush when you start in the corner this time. I'm going to go ahead and do the other corner. Once you think most of it is off your brush, you are going to probably have a little fallout. If you want to prevent that, you can hold a tissue or paper towel or something under the corner of your eye going up while you do it, and then you won't have to fix that later. In the corner, you're going to start to slightly blend it in to the crease. And down just a tiny bit. Same in that, still in that same arrow motion. Triangular motion. If you need to put a tiny bit more on your brush, or you want it darker, you can always add more. It's totally up to your preference. Okay, so once I kind of get it looking how I want it to, I'm going to take a makeup wipe and just dab it under my eye, and then maybe. Oh, and there's another cat outside my window. Okay. Yes, we have lots of animals. We're going to go in with the very lightest color that I have. It's almost basically white, but it's more of an off-white. And you're going to put this right underneath your eyebrow, basically, and above what you just did. So just start in the corner, because you brings out this part of your eye as well. After it's in your inner corner, then you're going to go up above what you just did. You don't want it actually on it, because you want it to stay very pigmented. So once that is done, you are going to use your other palette that I have. It's also a Naked palette. It's the mini one. It is the Urban Decay Naked Basics. And I'm just going to use one color out of here, so no worries, not a bunch more stuff. It's just the white on the end here. And it's also kind of sort of shimmery, which kind of goes with all of this that we just did. Put a little on your brush, and we're going to put this in the inner corner once again. Also, you don't have to do both. You can just use one or the other. This is just all about your preference. You can always personalize looks that you see YouTubers do. I am by no means a beauty guru. This is just what I do. So you can always personalize this to your own personal opinion of what you like. You can also, before I could afford Naked, Urban Decay, any name brand, anything, you can find drugstore eyeshadows, mascaras, pretty much anything that is in this video. Half of this is from the drugstore. Mostly the only name brand stuff that I'm using is the eyeshadows. You can find similar colors that will work and do the exact same thing in a cheaper brand. But I do recommend getting these because they last longer and they're well worth the money, but if you can't afford it, I totally understand. We are going to do our top eyeliner, which is a Surprisingly enough, I am going to use eyeshadow for eyeliner, so I guess we weren't quite done yet, but let's just say it's eyeliner. You can either use, if you have this palette or you have the other palette, either one, you can use, or just a black eyeshadow, or a dark gray or anything similar. There's black in this palette, which you can tell I've used before because it's kind of a mess. And there is also a black, or a very dark. I believe this one originally was called Black Heart when I got it, but it's also rubbed off. But it's the darkest color on this palette. I'm just cleaning it off. We are going to use our same brush that came with it, which is what I've been using this whole time if I didn't say that already. And we're going to use the smaller end, which is clearly been used quite a bit. And I have another hard candy product. It's Sheer Envy Hydrating Primer Mist 12-Hour Power. It looks like this. It has a lid that goes on it somewhere, but it's just a spray bottle basically. It's little. You spritz this all over your face for a primer. I do use it that sometimes. Sometimes I use this. Sometimes I use this. But I also use this for, I spritz it on my eyeliner palette, my eyeliner eyeshadow. And I'm just going to spritz it right in the center of this one. And then I'm going to use my brush and kind of mix it around. I'm going to use this to apply my eyeliner on my top lid. If you want, you can use eyeshadow and do it like I did. You can just use water in a spray bottle, or you can just wet your brush. It just helps it for less fallout. You can also just use a regular eyeliner for your top eyeliner. It makes no difference at all in the look at all. This is just, like I said, what I use. I feel like this will be really interesting to watch back because I'll get to see all the weird faces that I make while I do my makeup that I don't normally notice, so it might be really cringeworthy to watch this back. We shall see. So after that, once your eyeliner is on both eyes, it should look something like this. Obviously, you probably know what eyeliner looks like. So after that, all you're gonna do is take this really shimmery eyeshadow color right here, third one from the lightest color. No, second one. Take that back. Second one from the lightest color. Right here. I think it was originally called Fairy Dust. It's also rubbed off. Take your brush. Get a good bit on your brush. And put it all over the eyelid. This also brightens the eyes. It also keeps the eyeliner in place all day and kind of dries it out after putting it on damp. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. You're just going to dab it. You're not going to rub it. You're not going to blend it. You're just going to put it all over the eyelid, dabbing it like this. All the way up to the eyebrow. You might want to get a little more on your brush and do it again. All down in the corners. So once you put that on both eyes, you are done with that part. Completely done with eyeshadow. The last couple steps are pretty simple. It's applying my bottom eyeliner, which I use. Well, I don't always use this. I usually just get whatever is the $5 to $6 range. But this one is Revlon Color Stay, and I believe it was $6 or $7. Eyeliner to me is eyeliner. There are a few really bad ones that just don't go on very well, very smooth. If you use liquid liner or whatever you use it. Like I said, eyeliner is pretty simple. It's black, it makes a difference. This look is definitely just black though. That does make a slight difference. Bottom. I put it on my waterline. If you do it differently, you go girl. Mascara is next. This is Mary Kay's Lash Love mascara. It's just in a black bottle. Also, I will say, any mascara will do. I have to use. This is the Waterproof Lash Blast Volume, and it is definitely waterproof. I believe this one is also, this one's CoverGirl, but it is wonderful. It goes on really well. I love the brush, and it's waterproof. So if you have a tendency to rubbing your eyes, your mascara will stay in place. I love this. I will say, I do really like that one. Use the Mary Kay one today. It has a smaller brush, but it's, I'm gonna go ahead and apply this on the upper and lower lash line. I'm gonna finish my mascara and I will be back. Once you get your mascara on, your eyeliner on, you're pretty much finished. The only thing left is lips. I have 2 lipsticks to choose from for this look. Both of them work beautifully with this, but I believe I'm going to go with the slightly darker shade today. One of them, I'm going to go ahead and tell you what they both are, and I will probably add snapshots of when I've worn both of these so you can see what they look like in just a second. This one is by Rimmel London, and it is just the Kate collection. It's just a black bottle. It's in the shade 8 Lasting Finish by Kate Lipstick. Russet / Kate Lips, and it's in the color Rouge and Rosette. I can't say it. It's 08. Here, I'll just show it to you. Would focus. Oh, this is Kate with a little heart. It's super cute. This is the color I'm going to be using today because it's just slightly darker, but also kind of a nudish color, and it goes really well with this look. Kind of matches my eyeshadow today. Looks like my color I have is very similar but a little lighter. It also goes on a lot more nude. It's Jordana, can't say it, Modern Matte Lipstick 02 Matte Blush is the color. It's in a clear case. This one is also really pretty. I love both of these lips because they're super simple and they go with almost anything. You can't really see the colors too well here, but I will swatch them for you. So here's this color. I'm gonna go ahead and put several layers that way you can really see the color. It is pretty. This is this color. That's this one. I'll swatch it for you as well before I put it on. It's just slightly darker, but they're both really pretty colors. So here's the final look. It's very fall, very neutral, smoky. So there's the final look. Thank you for watching. Forgot to say one more thing. These do go on really smoothly. They don't have to have anything underneath them. I like to personally put on a tiny bit of chapstick. I usually use Burt's Bees or the EOS. Hope I didn't butcher that. It's the little eggs. They both work really well underneath this if you have particularly dry lips like I do. Just put a tiny bit, not a ton, because you don't want it to be super oily and you do want it to kind of stay in place. Hope you enjoyed watching, and comment down below what you would like to see next. I believe my boyfriend and I are going to do the boyfriend tag on this channel. But you can comment below what you would like to see. You can add questions that you would like to see in the boyfriend tag, girlfriend tag, questions you'd like us to ask each other, anything like that. Comment it down below, and I will see you.